1 action in the 2020 NZRL Premiership. And it's a pleasure to have local league back on the telly. And we're going to kick it all off with the first game of the Sky Sport National Women's Premiership between the home team Canterbury and the Counties Manukau Stingrays, the 10-time defending champions. Yes, hello everybody. Glenn Lama's my name, and it's a pleasure to have the legend herself alongside me, Honey Hiramek. Grad, isn't it fantastic to have some league back on the TV, eh?
Oh, absolutely, Glenn. It's amazing. I'm so excited to see the ladies run out for the first game of this premiership. It's, been a big year, and just to get some footy for these ladies is awesome.
Yeah, and for all the players this season, some league on the national stage is a good thing. Well, let's confirm the schedule for today, because we actually have 2 matches to bring you today. We start with the women's matches we've just touched on, and then we follow with the men's game with a new look Canterbury team, last year's beaten finalists, taking on Counties, who finished 3rd last year. Been a little disappointing the last few years, the Counties Manukau men's team. So we'll have that game for you from 4 o'clock this afternoon. But for now, it is the women's match that we'll be focusing on. Let's have a look at the 2 teams on this very warm but blustery day here in Christchurch. Starting with the Counties Manukau Stingrays, 6 Kiwi Ferns players in their lineup, and they are fullback Amber Carney, centre Maitua Fetarika, the captain and hooker Crystal Rota, Kathleen Keramete and Kelly Maipi, the back rowers, and on the interchange is Aisha Lee Smalley. So it's a powerful lineup coached by Greg Selwyn.
Kia ora, Greg. First game of the season. How's the preparation been for the Counties Women's?
Prior to this week, our preparation has been quite disrupted with the pandemic surfacing in Auckland, as you're pretty well aware. But this week we've sort of turned the corner, and hopefully we're very excited about today, what's going to happen today.
Yeah, nice. And looking at the expectation, what are you hoping to see from the ladies today?
Obviously, we'd like to start the game well. It's important that we engage them physically through that middle third of the field, and try and generate a bit of game speed, and hopefully we get to play off the back of that a little bit.
Yeah, nice. All the best for today, Greg.
Thank you.
So Greg Selwyn there. Counties Manukau the clear favourites, but don't underestimate this Canterbury team. They have 2 Kiwi Ferns players themselves. Both of them are in the pack. Sui Tawasa Pawaraisa, the hooker, and Bunty Kuruwaka Crow, who's the co-captain of the team with Fleur Barker, number 13. And there's plenty of excitement in the backs too, with Michelle Wong, the fullback, Lupe Manu, the centre, and Taryn Cayley, the halfback, all back from last year. And the coach is Tala Kelly.
Kia ora Tala, first game of the season. Tell us how the preparations have been leading into this game.
Pretty intense over the last couple of weeks, with more so probably in the last week and a half. It's interesting. I'm looking forward to the challenge that Counties will bring down to us. Yeah.
Yep. You got a few players in the Canterbury Women's making their debut. How are they feeling?
I think some of them are actually a little bit overawed, so it's taken all my efforts this morning, along with the co-coaches and our trainers, just to calm them down a little bit. They are nervous, because the first time they've been on the big stage. So I'm looking forward to see how they perform today.
Nice. And so what are you looking for from your team for the first half?
Just to play within not so much in the capabilities, but to really shine, to show their true worth. Making sure they execute set plays, completion rates, but to have self-belief.
Awesome. All the best for today.
Thank you, honey. Appreciate it.
Yes, Ngāpurewa Sports Complex here in Christchurch, site for round 1 of the Sky Sport National Women's Rugby League Premiership. And here come the 2 teams for this clash. Counties Manukau Stingrays, the 10-time defending champions, and the Canterbury women's team. Big job ahead of the Canterbury side to compete with this Counties Manukau side. And here is the referee for today's game, Jason Wilson. Conditions here in Christchurch, firstly the field, honey, is in superb condition.
Yeah, beautiful field
Hard
out
and fast,
here,
isn't it?
and you can see the sun's out. It's perfect conditions for some good footy.
It's going to be a strong win behind Counties Manukau in the first half, though. Big, strong nor'wester is blowing. 24 degrees. And there we are, underway in the Women's Premiership. And straight away, there is problems for Canterbury, and there is a knock-on from the kick-off, and that's hard luck for the winger for Canterbury there. So Eli Howe, inside player. And it's going to be Counties Manukau with a prime attacking opportunity to start this game, honey.
Yeah, horrific start for Powell there. She's on debut. And obviously exactly what Counties are wanting, that early attacking position.
So the scrum's going to pack 20 metres out. Totari. Away come Counties, who will look to set this up nicely. They might even poke their nose through. And already they're 10 metres out. Good tackle coming in from Fleur Barker there, the Canterbury co-captain. But this Canterbury lineup is going to have to be defensively very strong. And now Counties have a penalty. Crystal Rota has the ball. She's celebrating her birthday today as well, Crystal. 35 years old. And Canterbury are getting some pressure right on their own goal line.
Stand clear!
As Butler went close there. Now Rota. Good tackle from two Canterbury players there, just slowing the play, the ball down. And there is a forward pass. So just some timing issues to start the game?
Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. I mean, probably an unprecedented error, really, from the experience of the Counties forward pack there. But you can see already what they have to offer in terms of their front row. Harata Butler, Charlotte Butler there, already showing that she's going to be a handful to stop, with 5 defenders stopping her close to the line.
35-minute halves in the women's game. It's the one slight change from the men's game, which of course is following this one. This is Barker. This is her 4th year in the Canterbury team. Real mainstay of this Canterbury side. She's already been quite influential in these first couple of minutes, both on attack and with that first hit up off the back of the scrum. As Alatasi Manu plays the ball. Good strong charge into the line there from Petero. But again, the play the ball is slow as the pass comes out to Taryn Kelly. And a penalty for Canterbury.
Yeah, both teams there guilty of early penalties, and the ref is communicating quite clearly to them around their being offside. So Scotty's following through with them and just setting the standard early, I think.
So Angela Petero with the touch finder. So Canterbury survived that first couple of minutes. They'll be very pleased with that. Charge into the line from Viliami Tuiloba. Got some good defence coming in from Counties Manukau. Straight down to deck goes Kuruwaka Crow. Now out to Kaylee. Good to see a bit of width from the attack from the Canterbury team so far in these first moments into Counties Manukau half. Alatasi Manu with her second hit up of the set. 25 metres out. So some good yards, good metres being made here by this Canterbury lineup. Good ball handling, but it's been stolen away, intercepted in fact from Counties Manukau. It's a bit unfortunate, Canterbury getting close to the end of their set there, honey.
Yeah, definitely. They would have wanted to get to the kick in that set. But yeah, you see the winger there coming in and getting that early intercept.
Federica with a big, powerful charge. Of course, she was a centre pairing for you in the test last year. And here's a superb run from Amber Carney. Fancy footwork, and there is the first try. It was a beauty as well from Amber Carney, the Kiwi Ferns player. And it's Counties with the first try of the game.
Oh, very classy individual try there from Amber Carney, and what she offers is the elusiveness, and she shows that with her footwork, able to break through the immediate line there, step 2 or 3 players, and then finish off with a decent 50-metre try.
Yeah, individual brilliance there from Amber Carney. World Cup rep back in 2017. She's played 8 times for New Zealand, 3 tries there as well, and we can see exactly why she's progressed through to national level. And it all started from that intercept, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were smart here. You know, they look to go down here and reset the play. They get some strong runners off, and you can see Amber, she's setting up early here, sizing up her defence. Maitua takes another hard carry here, and then they just really get the ball out early to Amber, who we know what she can do in terms of her footwork and what she has to offer, and you see what she does here. A couple of inside steps, outside, and she's just too fast.
Yeah, a really good try there from Amber Carney to open the scoring. Handy to the post as well. And through goes the goal. The conversion is successful, so County's 6-0. 6 minutes played. Amber Carney, sensational try. Kirihitina Matua was the player who converted the try.
Don't go early, Canterbury, stay on side.
And that's going to be the challenge for this Canterbury team, isn't it? They're going to have to really stay focused all the way through.
Yeah, if they can just complete a good defensive set and get through attacking set, I think they'll really start to work their way into this game.
It is. Another big charge into the Canterbury lineup. Good tackle though, right around the ankles that time by the centre for Canterbury, Arsan. Look out, there's some fancy footwork coming here from Counties again. Rota slots into dummy half. Good charge into the line again this time by Stowers. And see, the play the ball speed is starting to increase now for Counties. Manukau, good offload from Mike Beat, another one of the Kiwi Ferns players. Butler hits the line nice and hard again. Kaylee it is with the tackle, but Counties 12 metres out. And with a good rush on, that line speed from Canterbury needs to improve a little bit. Otherwise, tries could be coming thick and fast against them. Good shape here for Counties Manukau. The bounce is kind here for Matua. Needs some support, and there is the second try in the corner, and it's a good one too. And it's Pahukani who's gone over. Fantastic play from the Stingrays there. Good forward play. Spread the ball at just the right time. Another 4-pointer.
From one Carney to the next, the Cousins are putting early tries on the scoreboard for Counties, and it's great to see Pahu get her first try on debut there, and it's the footwork that's amazing. Right, early in the sets from the Counties women, you've got footwork from your front row through to your centres. You can see here, you've got your props feeding the ball. Nice big wide move here, and you see the footwork here with Kere Matua there, and then she feeds Kahu out the wide, and boom, she's in for the corner.
Yeah, great try from Counties Manukau. Pahukani here from the Papakura Sisters Club. And the New Zealand Nines team, remember? Oh, that was a great win last year, wasn't it? 12 months ago, pretty much. Now, she was in that team, which beat Australia in the final. Against the odds, too. Were you playing that day, honey?
Yes. Actually, Pahu there was part of the Warriors Nines team that come away earlier this year with us. Yep. She's actually out of the Waikato region and travelling up and playing in the Papakura Sea Eagles Club. And, yeah, she's done really well.
So a tougher kick here for Kirihitina Matua, New Zealand Māori All-Stars player from earlier on in the year. Struck that one pretty well, but it's going to fade away. So score remains 10-0. Yeah, Matua.
Coming a bit for the kick. Just coming a bit for the kick.
Good player too, with international experience. We mentioned the 6 Kiwi Ferns players that the Stingrays had. They have several other players in this lineup that played for the Māori All-Stars right at the start of this year. Before the first COVID lockdown, before the season started. We've got another 3 or 4 in their lineup here, so plenty of international class players spread right through this Counties Manukau side. Of course, it's a big year too, isn't it? With a test match coming up against Samoa too, honey, where all of these players from the teams here, not just these two teams, but the other two teams in the National Women's Premiership will be vying for selection for that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, not to mention the Tonga and the Samoa teams are all looking for players as well as the Niue team. So a lot of these players out here today will be putting their hand up for that day.
Two tackles, and it's already counted back to the halfway line as Rota slides it away to Crystal Stowers. Another one of those Māori All-Stars players I touched on just a moment ago. Here's Carney. Carney. Oh, she's got one to beat, Carney. She gone all the way. Oh, great save there. A try-saving tackle there from Manu. The Counties still have possession and the numbers. And here is try number 3. Looking good, the Counties Manukau Stingrays, just playing with too much pace for this Canterbury side at the present time. 3 tries in 11 minutes, 14-0.
Yeah, the Canterbury Women's are struggling to keep up with the pace of the Counties game, and again it all is created from the likes of the experienced players, with Amber Carney being able to break through that line. But great tackle from Lupe Manu here. You see Amber, she picks a hole, there she goes through, but the chase from Lupe Manu is excellent. Pulls her down right at the line there, and then it's just a numbers game. Canterbury struggling to get their line reset, and then as we see here, another player on debut going through for her first try is Monica Arsan. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we'll just pick up the try scorer in a minute. There's Crystal Rota there, who's been influential, hasn't picked up too much in terms of runs, but is just feeding her talented outside backs. 14-0 is the score, so away goes Matu now onto the other side of the field. Let's try and convert the 3rd try. So Platinum Masters is the try scorer from the Manukau Magpies.
Only 19 years old, Platinum Masters on debut, gets her first try. I mean, this is great seeing the debutants score on debut.
Well, Matu has struck that one very well, but the upright robbed her of another 2. So 14-0. Let's try again. And it was all Carney again, wasn't it? Just sniping just wide of the ruck.
She's such a handful, such an unpredictable player. Struggled to get with her, but so good to see the likes of Platinum taking on the line there, backing herself and getting some points in for her.
Yeah, Masters too, of course, her team doesn't actually play in the top grade in the Auckland competition. So she's shone from the division below. So it's by far the biggest game of her career so far. Debut here for the 10-time defending champions, the Counties Manukau Stingrays, and is showing why they're the 10-time defending champions. Good tackle coming in that time from Petero. And from Viliamu Tui Roma for Canterbury. Tackle coming in from Kawasa Pawaraisa. Slow to play the ball down, but Counties are rolling forward nicely. Counties Manukau 30 metres out as Rota feeds it out to Stowers. Good support from Crystal Rota. Might be able to create some space for her players wider. And seeing a nasty tackle there coming in from Lupe Manu. Who was selected earlier on in the year in the Kiwi Ferns talent development squad in this Canterbury side, and she really muscled up on defence there, and it is Masters, the player, who's struggling at the moment.
Yeah, it looked like she just fell awkwardly, possibly a lower limb injury around the ankle there for Platinum.
Yeah, it didn't look like a foul play or anything like that, did it? First glance. She doesn't look too bothered. Maybe she'll be able to run off that ankle injury.
Thumbs up from the physio.
So no penalty given, actually. So that's a big tick next to Lupe Manu there, actually, honey, isn't it? Because she's forced a turnover here for her team.
Yeah, it's a great defensive effort from Lupe Manu, and there's a great battle out on that fringe with Maitua and Lupe playing in those centres. Very similar plays, very powerful, and a really good opportunity for Canterbury to get through a set here.
Yeah, it's good to see Federica actually playing in New Zealand again. She's played the last 2 campaigns. Good to be coming in there in the NRLW competition. One season for the Broncos, the other for the Dragons. But here she is in New Zealand this year, which is good to see. Here's Alatasi Manu. She's a handful, isn't she? Canterbury were wise to get her involved in every set. Great charge into the line. 8 metres short of halfway. Kaylee. She's got the offload away too to Barker. Barker's to head straight into the line. In fact, it was Tawasa Pawaraisa. Now Kaylee again. Taryn Kaylee, a former Canterbury Rugby Union player. She's come over to league. Here's the last play. And that's a set completion for Canterbury. Awkward bounce there for Rambakani at the back. But her great pace could get her out of trouble here. Good chase. Fantastic chase. Coming in from Fonmore for Canterbury. There's some good tackling coming in that time from the winger. Powell. Powerful lineup from Counties Monaco. 3 tries already in the first 16 minutes. 16 minutes into this first half. Hope you're enjoying the coverage here on Sky Sport of the Sky Sport National Women's Premiership Game 1. Looking forward to bringing you all of the games over the next month. This might be is taken right on the halfway. And that kick is out on the full. So Canterbury will get a handover here on the halfway line. Chance for them to move into Counties Monaco territory big time.
Yeah, Kararaina Wirakohu there with the big kick, and she's actually well known for her kicking ability. Often she takes those big kicks, and she'll be disappointed with that. But I'm really liking Canterbury and their defence. Are really starting to get there in numbers, compress their line a bit more to try and contain these counties forwards who we know are dangerous runners.
Barker. This is the time where Counties Monaco wants some offensive, defensive play coming in now. We've got Epinesa Key out there now for Canterbury. 4th year in the Canterbury side. Here she is playing the ball, number 22. Petro it is, trying to find that little gap in between 2 defenders. Good to see her running between defenders. Barker. It's Kaylee again. Comes to Wong. And now Manu. I can see why she got picked in the Kiwi Ferns Talent Development Program earlier on in the year. She's looking good out in that left centre position for Canterbury. Comes the other interchange player, Talanoa, who's out there now, Juliet Talanoa. Good set coming in here from Canterbury. They're 20 metres out though. Good kick will need to come on the end of the set. Kaylee's going to try the worm burner, almost paid off. And Alexis Thompson is going to start the set 5 metres out. Carney. 29 years of age now, Amber Carney. Rota. Here's Masters. Running freely after that ankle problem earlier. Good play here for Counties down the short side. This could open up here for Matua. Matua, too big, too powerful. Love it. That's a great try from Keri Hitina Matua. Yeah, boy, she enjoyed that one.
Oh, brilliant solo effort from Kiri there. And it's great to see your prop link up with your wing out on the fringe here. There wasn't much going on, but they create something out of nothing. I love it when you see plays like that. She's so young.
Play, didn't you?
Yeah, I wish I could take credit. She's so young, Kitty. She's such an experienced player. Her skill level is right up there. And you see here, when they link together like this, Kat puts her in space and she backs herself. She's got amazing footwork, as you see. She puts on here on the fullback. Nice little fend off as well, and then she finishes it off. Great solo individual effort from Kitty.
And I love the way they attacked the short side there too. Could have been easy to go open too, honey. So that's good confidence. Good decision making from that Counties Manukau side. 18 points to 0. Their fourth try in this first half. Matua, wider squad member for the Kiwi Ferns in 2018. I don't think she's played for the Kiwi Ferns just yet though.
She's been in the squad a couple of times, but her time I think is getting very, very near. She's multi-talented, this kid. She can play a guitar, a piano. She's got a beautiful singing voice, very strong kapahaka whānau, lot to offer the game.
Of course, she's had that taste I've touched on earlier with the Māori All-Stars earlier this year. And she did score the only try for the Māori All-Stars in that game. Lost to the Indigenous team 10 points to 4. So Matua with his conversion of her own try. And the wind is not going to bring that one back. So 18-0. Score remains, and Matua having a tough day with the boots so far, having only converted one of the 4 tries.
Starting to see both teams actually starting to rotate some of their players throughout the match here, and again you see the ability of Kitty and what she can do. It's just lovely to watch, isn't it?
Big, powerful surge over Michelle Wong. A size mismatch, wasn't it, for Michelle Wong? Canterbury fullback. So 18-0. Don't forget we have 2 matches coming up today. We've got the men's clash coming after this one at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Canterbury up against Counties Manukau. And of course tomorrow will be at Bruce Pullman Park in Takanini. Oh, great kick-off from Canterbury. 2 matches coming tomorrow in the Premiership, but Canterbury going to get the ball back here in a prime attacking position. 6 tackles up their sleeve.
Yeah, very, very clever kick there from the Canterbury side. And you see just there was a little bit of miscommunication from the Counties winger and second row there. So again, as you said, great position for Canterbury to be in.
So Barker's going to set it up. See if Canterbury can execute a good set here. Good to see the experienced players. Barker, Kuruwaka Crow with their hands on the ball here. Bunty Kuruwaka Crow plays the ball. Here comes Talanoa. Inside the 10 go the Canterbury women's team. Tawasa. Hawaraisa getting close. Samoan captain. They're going to give it one of the big players to barge over. Offload to Barker. Patience from this Canterbury team. Tawasa Hawaraisa to Kaylee. 2 players outside her. Not much that Manu can do that time. Last play now for Canterbury. There's the kick now. Was that played at? Referee says no, it wasn't. So it's still the last play here for Canterbury. Kaylee. Good kick again, but this time Counties are back in possession. So Counties Manukau survive, and it is going to be Thompson to play the ball on her own 10. 12 minutes left in this first half. Rota. Big offensive play there was Whapanu Sila Tapu for Canterbury, number 17, who's out there now. So play the ball for the Stingrays. Rota, they come back to the ruck. That was good play. Cut out pass. Now there's a 2-player overlap here. And away goes Kani. Pahukani looking for a second try. Wong is in trouble, big trouble, and Pahukani's in. Another beautiful long-range try down the left from Counties Manukau. They are proving lethal down that side, 22-0.
Yeah, Pahukani bagging her second try of the day, and you talked about it, Glenn. It's this left fringe. It seems to be really starting to combine really well and become a really handful for the right edge of the Canterbury defence. It's the draw and pass ability. You know, they're drawing players in through their forwards, just jamming them all in, and then once they go wide, they've got space to use here. You can see their ability to shift the ball wide is what's really impressive. John Sell gets around the outside of this player, a quick draw and pass here, and then Pahu just backs herself, puts on the afterburners, and she's away.
Pahukani, whose second try. County's 5th of the game so far. Remember, they're playing with that strong wind in the first half. Beautiful day here. I remember being here about 12 months ago, only for the finals of the men's national championship premiership last year, and it was freezing cold. It was really gnarly. Very pleased to see the complete opposite today.
And you can see those same windy conditions.
Yeah, the wind's coming from a
causing
different direction.
a bit of hassle with the kicking at the moment.
She might need a bit of help there. Matua. Yeah, I wondered if we were going to get out alive last year, frankly. It was so cold. But there was some good league played that day. With Akarana winning the men's title again, and we'll see them in action tomorrow. Yeah, so touched on the women, plenty to play for. The test match coming up. Two of the Wind's going to grab that one too, so no good on that conversion. 22-0, the score remains.
You look at the counties team, and they're so strong. They've won 10 national titles in a row, 6 women's teams in their Premier and Championship club grades for this year alone. And out of the 12 clubs that counties represent, they have in every club, they're fielding either a girls or a women's team. I mean, that's impressive for women's and girls rugby league in the counties region.
Great to see the depth in the Counties Manukau Rugby League, so strong in the women's. And of course, this afternoon, straight after the conclusion of the men's game here in Christchurch, we're going to have the first NRL W match between the Broncos and a New Look Warriors team. We're really looking forward to seeing how the Warriors go. Coached by Brad Donald, the Gillaroos coach. It's a good get for the Warriors. Gillaroos have really come up in recent years. I've been toying whether to even talk to you about it, honey. I don't know. I've got some bad memories of those Gillaroos teams over the last few years, eh?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, we've got a World Cup win on them last year, so we'll bank that one.
Totally. So Counties back over the halfway line in just 3 tackles. And Rota, good angled run. Trying to create space on the right-hand side of the field this time. This is Feterica. She and Manu having a great battle on that side of the field. Now Butler proving a handful, getting very close there. Charlotte Butler. Rota can see the try line, and she sucked it in the defence beautifully there. That's years and years of experience coming to the fore. Crystal Rota with a try on her birthday, 26-0.
Yeah, it's a legendary Crystal Rota try. The old show and go. She does it so well. She's so experienced. She's a great leader within these ladies with all her years of experience. Triple international, played New Zealand touch, played New Zealand tag, and rugby league has been her most dominant game in the last 10 years, I'd say. Just a great athlete all round.
Yeah, Rota bags a try. Very solid game from her. Very experienced player now at international level over the last 6 or 7 years. And she's got great awareness too of where the space and the gaps are. And it's such a key asset to rugby league, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely one of the players amongst a few of these ladies out here that were unable to join the Warriors, who will be playing in their first match this afternoon. And she's been such a stalwart in the Warriors women's team. So for her to have the ability to come out and play for her county's team is just great.
So Counties 26-0. Still no luck for Matua. She only converted the first try, and she's, dare I say, missed. Well, dare I say it, she has. It's a fact. No fake news this time. She missed the next 5 conversions. Yeah, it would have been a bit of a tricky choice for a couple of players snipping over to Oz, like Georgia Hale, for instance, Honey, because, of course, with her going over to play in the NRLW, she's not available now for that test match, is she?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the decision for a lot of players, and specifically some of the ladies out here, is that they're mums, and leaving the children was quite a hard decision. I mean, in the counties team alone, there's 9 mums in this team, and they're all great athletes, great role models for their children. So the upside is that they get to stay back here in New Zealand, play for counties, and still be alongside their children. Exactly,
and play a test match as well. Of course, I touched on Georgia Hale and a couple of others as well. The reason they can't play for Kiwi Ferns is because they'll be in isolation, quarantine when they come back to New Zealand. Well, we'll see, because of course things are starting to open up a little bit with that announcement yesterday. See if we get further loosening of the restrictions over the next few weeks. Wouldn't that be great? Smalley. Another Kiwi Ferns player, the luxury. In fact, that is Ryder who's come onto the field, rather. For Counties Manukau. Now Rota just got the try, skips through a couple of tackles. 20 metres out, she needs some support. Crystal Rota. And that was Manu with a try-saving tackle again there for Canterbury. But Counties have got an excellent roll on here. And the try is scored. Another one in this first half as we approach half-time. And it's 30-0. Counties Manukau racing away with this game, with Butler going in to score the try.
Yeah, Charlotte Butler there. Better known as Harata Butler. She actually comes out of the Waikato, comes from the Waikato, another player of 3 players actually that are travelling up to Auckland this year to play in the club season with the Papakura Sea Eagles. Real dominant force, a Māori Fern, and it's just great. You see her, she just plays off the momentum of her captain, Crystal, who created the initial gap here. And you see Harata, 2 hands on the ball, running, putting the defenders in 2 minds, and she goes over. She's got a lovely skill set, Harata Butler.
Well, Counties have fashioned together 7 tries in this first half. And they're putting a marker down again as they chase their 11th national title in succession. Don't think there'll be too many teams in any sport in New Zealand that can claim that. A decade of national titles and counting in a row.
Very, very impressive.
Matua. One from 6 so far. She's flagged that one away too. That wind is, she's not found it easy to read. 30-0.
Yeah, the wind's definitely proving to be quite tough on her. And you see the side switching hands here. I mean, the right fringe of the Canterbury team are quite a good threat there. As you mentioned, Lupe Manu actually pulling Crystal Rota down at that last minute. So there's a great battle out on that right fringe. Yeah, it's just there's battles right across the field. If Canterbury can just complete a set, they'll get themselves back in this game.
County's almost a point a minute. Coming up to half-time, just reminding you too that halves in women's rugby league, 35 minutes. So 2 minutes to play in this first half. Don't forget at 4 o'clock. Referee Wilson just wants to see the ball taken back just a tad. Stowers passes out to Amber Carney. Very tough to bring to ground, and she's got to fast play the ball too. Here come Counties with a big roll on. Great tackle at the last second there. Counties, Manukau with a big roll on here again as Butler swings it all. Real mistake this time from the Counties Manukau players. I think that might have been Masters who spilled the ball. One of the early tries in the game. So we're heading into the last minute. Don't forget, it's touched on the men's match coming up between Counties Manukau and Canterbury at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then we have that women's NRLW match between the Broncos and the Warriors to follow that. It's a big day of rugby league here today.
Roll away, eh? Move!
Counties proving effective defence in this game as well. Solid contact and time. No comment there to perfection with that tackle. Don't often do that, honey.
Definitely not me.
Kalanor it is. 5 metres inside. Their own half. It's important Canterbury keep their chins up here. Despite being outclassed in this contest, Tyler Kelly, the coach, will be looking for complete sets. Commitment on defence, and that's unfortunate there for Epinesa Key. Just couldn't hold that one.
Yeah, Epinesa Key there, back in the Canterbury side after 7 months off from having her 5th baby.
Wow.
I mean, that is impressive to see her back out on the field after having her baby earlier this year in February. And I mean, she's been a real leader within this team, and 5 babies, that is impressive to see her back out on the field. She's doing it for the mums. Mums can do anything.
Absolutely, that's amazing. Matua. Lovely offload. Overlap here on the left. Away come Counties through Totari. Oh, she's given it straight to the Canterbury player. Poe, who's got a bit of space here. The time is against that Canterbury team as the first half comes to a close, and it's being dominated by the 10-pine defending champions, who have fashioned together half a dozen tries in that first half. And they lead at half-time here at Ngāpuhiwai, 30 points to 0. Ngāpuhiwai Sports Hub here in Christchurch, and we are not far away from the second half of the very first Sky Sport National Women's Premiership match, which Counties Manukau lead 30 points to 0 at half-time. 7 tries scored by Counties Manukau in the first half. The first, Amber Carney. Pahu Carney, her cousin, got 2 tries. And Masters on debut, Platinum Masters standoff, 5'8" player, scored her team's third try. And the last 2 tries were scored by Crystal Rota on her birthday and Harata Butler. It's going to be a big ask for Canterbury to keep competing with this Counties Manukau team. It's always hard at halftime, isn't it, for a coach, for all the players, when you know at the back of your mind, honey, that you're being outclassed, but you've just got to dig deep. You can't give up. You've got to really keep trying to execute as best you can.
Yeah, and I think those will be the exact messages that head coach Tyler Kelly would have given his ladies. You know, keep their heads up, keep fighting, and do it for each other. You know, they've still got a whole 35 minutes to get themselves back in this game, and you can never say never. That's the game of rugby league, and what it offers to you is you keep grinding, you keep getting up, and I know that these Canterbury ladies will be up for that battle.
Good little crowd too here on a beautifully warm day here. We've got a good strong nor'wester blowing here in Christchurch today. Temperatures well into the early 20s. And don't forget, at 4 o'clock we've got the men's clash between Canterbury and Counties Manukau. And then tomorrow we're at Takanini for the matches between Akarana and Mid-Central Vipers in the women's competition, and Akarana and Waikato in the men's. So looking forward to seeing those 4 teams in action too.
It's such a big weekend for rugby league right now. We've got the Rangatahi Māori tournament happening up at Rotorua with 39 under 17 and under 15 teams, and out of those 39 teams, 11 of them are girls teams. I mean, that's just great for the game, isn't it?
It's fabulous. And of course we've got plenty coming from Australia as well, with the NRL playoffs and of course the start of the NRLW competition. Warriors in action later today against the Broncos. Kiwi Ferns and Gillaroos across the paddock of both teams.
And Australian Sevens players.
Yes. So it's going to be Canterbury with the win in the second half here. Trailing 30 points to 0. The Chins have got to stay high in this Canterbury team. Second half, it's going to be Counties with the ball, and it's Masters knocking on straight from the kickoff. Referee says it's gone back. And I think the second drop ball was the one where referee Wilson has actually ruled against Counties Manukau there. Definitely motioned. The ball went back off Masters to start with. So we've just had a repeat. What happened? Start the match, haven't we, really? Except the other team this time coughed it up.
The other way around. I mean, this is great attacking position for Canterbury.
Off the back comes Kudawaka Crow, co-captain of this Canterbury team with Fleur Barker, who's wearing 13. Key. He's getting stuck in. Slow play the ball though. As Tawasa Pawaraisa gives it to Kudawaka Crow. Kaylee. Not really making too many yards though, honey. It's good defence coming from Counties Manukau. Now some speed at the play. The ball finally sees the Samoan captain Tawasa Pawaraisa hit the line. Now Canterbury 10 metres out on the last. Oh, it's gone horribly for the home team. Can Kaylee rescue the situation here? She's going to find the touchline, but probably not the end of the set that Canterbury were looking for.
Yeah, a little bit unorganised in terms of their attacking play. You can see their halves trying to get involved and probably just a little bit of mistiming with their pack and how they're hitting the line there. But, I mean, they've still kept the Counties down here. They go to the scrum and Counties will be looking to work their way out of their red zone.
Loose forwards, lock in, half hold, please.
So Masters will feed the scrum. And Counties have got strike power all across the park.
Feed!
Just joining us, 7 tries they scored in the first half. Many of them were from long range.
Move now! 12!
That's a good strong tackle coming in from Asan this time. Matua. Key in there.
Move now! 20!
It's 2 good tackles coming in from Canterbury there. Counties not getting the dominance early in this count. It's got to remain that way.
Release! 7! Keep coming to me!
Stowers playing the ball. They stay on the short side. Strong tackle that time. Will hit up from Maipy. Back row, Kelly Maipy. Here's Counties Manukau. Oh, the timing of the pass there. Didn't realise that she was just off the right shoulder. Some fancy footwork from Amber Carney again. Last play now for Counties Manukau. They stay on the short side. Matua. As Pahukani. That's Totari with the crossfield kick. The bounce could be kind here for Counties Manukau. It is. And there is a try. Scored in the very corner. As Veterika has gone in there, and Counties have gone 90 metres on that set to score their 8th try.
And what a 90 metres it was. I mean, there were so many hands and players involved in that set of 6. And Maitua being able to put the polish on the end off an interesting kick again. The wind playing a bit of a factor in that for the Canterbury side, and with the misread of the winger there. But you can see here, again, the ball, the Counties, they're just moving the ball from side to side is what they do so well. And then the kick goes up. She just gets a really awkward bounce here. Ends up in Maitua's hands. And she's over for the try. We know that she knows where the try line is.
Well, Federica did really well to stay in the field of play there too. Tiptoed down the sideline there, Maitua Federica, who has the distinction, of course, of being a 2-time NRLW winner with different teams. Of course, we haven't seen her play the Warriors yet.
Yeah, Yes, 2018 she fronted out for the Broncos, winning a premiership there, and then last year fronting up for the Dragons, and they just fell short of that premiership.
Okay, they were just beaten. Yes, in fact, you're right.
By the Broncos again, so who've won it both times. And Maitua's, it's great to see her back out in the centres. She's sort of shifted in and out in terms of positions from the middles, and now she's back out on the centres, and she's a real threat out there.
It hasn't got the legs though, Matua. Had the accuracy in terms of the direction, but not the length. 34 points to 0. Federica gets her try. Yeah, Federica can play all over the park. She's played in the forwards as well, in the middle.
And as you mentioned earlier, Glenn, it's just great to have her home. I know she's really happy to be home. She comes from a big, big family, and her role model, as she always says, is her mum, and she's such a whānau-orientated person, and she's the life of the party in any team, I'm sure. The Counties ladies, she plays that role really well in that team too.
So 34 points to 0. Back to the halfway line come Canterbury again. Aiko out there now for Counties. Capri Aiko, teenager.
12, release!
Yes, 19 years of age, another player out of the Waikato region. Great to see her out there. They see they're playing her in the halves. Really confident young player.
Stowers and Carney close to the middle of the field that time. The head up coming from Whittaker, who this time, who's gone straight through. They're going to have to bring it across. Great offload too. Stowers. This is superb from Counties Manukau. Oh, good tackle in the end from Manu. It is, with about a third try-saving tackle for Canterbury. Water. A tough pass there for Aiko to handle, but it still could be a try, and there is another try for Counties Manukau. And it's going to be Federica again who's gone over. Oh, there was some dazzling play there from the Counties Manukau team, 38 to 0.
Yeah, Maitua Federica bagging a double in the space of 2 minutes. That's really impressive. She saw that line, and we knew that, she knew that she wasn't going to be stopped, but it all was created off the back of Kararaina Whittakohu, who I think has been really impressive today. Her ability to take it to the line and give those offloads, and then you're seeing the players hit and spin, and all really putting a whole range of ability out on the line, and the likes of Federica being able to finish off for her team. It's just superb.
Well, it threatened to break down there when Aiko couldn't gather that tough pass, but in the end, Federica's class got them over the line again. Now, Matua here gets another one from wide out. In slight defence of her goal-kicking success rate today, honey. Most of these kicks have been quite wide out.
Yeah, she needs to have a chat to her team, is what I'd be saying. What we're seeing here in the second half is now actually the right fringe of the Counties ladies are really starting to step up and bag a couple of early tries for their side.
She's missed 7 in a row. Oh dear. Maybe this is the one here. Maybe not, unfortunately, for Matua. Maybe when she watches the Spain game back later, honey, she should fast forward through all her goal-kicking attempts. 38 points to 0. Really don't think there's going to be too much you can learn from those misses. Maybe there will be.
Yeah, you see the ball just fall between Capri's legs there, but Maitua able to regather and sees the line. No one's stopping her.
Remember, halves in women's rugby league, 35 minutes, so maximum 70 minutes of play. Okay, horrible bounce for her. And referee's actually awarded a penalty to Canterbury there with player offside after the spill of Paiko.
Yeah, interesting call there. I think he maybe thinks that Maitua went to play at that ball after the initial knock-on from Capri Paiko. But it's just great to see experienced players in the Counties getting around young player like Capri on her debut, makes an area and they'll get around her and support her.
So now Canterbury now have the opportunity in an excellent field position to get a try, and Manu once again pretty tough to bring to ground. She looks a prospect. There's no doubt about it, as Honatana with one of her first hit-ups. Woolston Rams player. Penalty this time to Canterbury. Honatana in the thick of the action there. Pawarasa start the set. She's had a solid game in the number 9 jersey for Canterbury. Talanoa, 5 metres out. Manu will try and barge over, I've got no doubt about that. Tarika did enough to stop her in the tracks that time. Patient play required here from Talanoa and the rest of the Canterbury team. No error is required at this point. To say that there is one. It's going to be a feed to Counties, 10 metres out with that carry from Talanoa.
Yeah, real credit to Counties and their line defence there. You can see them. They're packing in our numbers, making it really hard for the big ball runners from Canterbury. And also you can see Canterbury really trying to get the ball out to Lupe Manu, who's been a threat for her team this whole game.
Yeah, she's been one of the best for Canterbury, no question about it. So now Counties from the scrum, and remember they've proved how dangerous they are. And just turned a couple of players into mannequins there. Here comes Amber Carney off the fast play of the ball. And already on 2 tackles, Canterbury made 20 metres. 25 metres, in fact. Water keeps it on the left to Matua. Good tackle right around the ankles that time. Superb tackle from Petro. But Water pitches 15, 20 metres. Plenty of players out on this right edge here for Counties Manukau. Lovely offload coming in that time from Maipi. Now space on the left. Wirakohu it is. Wirakohu, powerful run. She went over and scored a superb try. Kararaina Wirakohu with footwork and power there.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about her before and what she has to offer the game, and how often do you see a prop out there that has the playing ability, the ball skills that Wirakohu has to offer this team, and also the 40-metre dash to the line. But she's got some pace behind her as well, and it's just great. You can see Canterbury really struggling to keep up with the pace of Counties' team, and what's really being solid for Counties is the ability with the quick play the balls is really killing Canterbury at the moment.
I love this play. They started right, then they went to the centre, and all of a sudden they had numbers on the left, and then Wirakohu, she's a front row. She's only supposed to run straight and powerful, but she saw the gap. Lovely little dummy that she suckered the defence into there, honey. It was a superb piece of play from her.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, she's got quite a big background in sport, very multi-talented. Played at FPC, the Wharapama Cup for Counties, as well as she comes out of the Northland region as well. Does a lot of travelling to come down and play in the Auckland competition, and she's been doing that for a number of years now. She's part of the wider squad for the Kiwi Ferns, been a Māori Fern, and it's when she puts plays on like this, you can see why she is one of the best.
Wirakohu, one of those fringe players who knows, could be rewarded with a Kiwi Ferns jumper in a few weeks' time. And Matua, she got the distance there, she hasn't. So another miss there, but Counties Manukau doing it in tries. 42-0. 10 tries in the game now. And this was really good to watch. You know, that's something cooked up in training, and you know that'll delight the coach Greg Selwyn as well.
Oh yeah, he'll be super impressed with that. Their ability to keep shifting the ball, keeping the ball alive, the offloads. I'd love to see the stats on the offloads that the Counties women have given. It's been a real threat for them.
Don't go early, 3.
Well, there's still 25 minutes to play.
Hold. Go.
Maiko gets the bounce this time. She'll be relieved that she finally got one in there. Mitsoff, great tackle coming in there. One of the better ones to match. Viliamu Tuiloma.
Stand and play it.
She went on with it too, which was good to see.
All the way. Stand and play it. No marker, no marker.
Waka Crow this time, but Counties, here goes Crystal Water.
Release. Get
Maiko slots into dummy half this time. Stowers. He's been very influential in the middle of the field too. Not the biggest player, honey, but he's certainly got great skills.
Yeah, Crystal Stowers, I mean, she's just a grinder. Her work rate is impeccable. She just continues to work and work through the middle of the field for the Counties.
Tautaria to Matua. Matua! This time she is hauled to ground. Wong did a good job that time, but Matua still got the ball away to Stowers. Play continues. Water in front of the posts. Maiko, fast off the mark. Good pass, Federica. And Federica going for a hat-trick, and she has it. That's excellent play from Counties. The Stingrays get another try, and again, it was a beauty, honey.
It was a beauty. It was like your backyard footy kind of play. It would have gone through 10 sets of hands to pull that play up. I mean, that's really quality that I know Coach Greg Selwyn will be rapt to see his players being able to really showcase their talents and not just play your standard rugby league. It's been great, and Maitua being able to finish it off for her team. Again, she's a leader in the team. She definitely knows where the try line is. You see here, they're just taking it from one side of the other.
Well, I'm just going to count the set of hands here it went through. So this 4. So Federica, rather Matua ruled not held there. Now 5 hands to pairs of hands to Stowers, 6. Walter handles for the second time in the set. Now Maiko, love the pace off the mark there. That's 7. And then 8, 9, 10 pairs of hands for the try. Pretty decent effort there from Counties Manukau.
Come on, ladies, set it up.
And unfortunately, after a long period of time, we missed a conversion attempt, but it still didn't go over. And Matua didn't attempt that one either. So she's finally given up the goal kicking responsibilities, but there's still been no change. So 46 points to 0. Just one of the 11 tries have been converted. It's another 20 points. Potentially it's gone astray. Counties Manukau, who are having a great opening again to this Sky Sport National Premiership. Interesting to see what Akarana and Mid Central can fashion together tomorrow at Takanini. It's going to be very interesting to see, and we can get a good comparison between their two efforts tomorrow with Counties Manukau. Now Amber Carney, there she goes. Great chase from Manu again. She's had a huge game at left centre for Canterbury. Now Counties Manukau keep it going with Pahukani.
All the way. Stand now. Hold. Go.
Von Moore with a strong tackle there for Canterbury, but these Counties players are lining up again. There's the offload, and away comes Smalley. Aisha Lee Smalley.
Captain 3 on the line.
10 out.
3,
Water.
you're offside.
There's a charge for the line this time from Maipi. And Counties Manukau have a penalty.
You're offside, 3.
So there might be some offside play there for the Canterbury women's team.
You're seeing Canterbury women's just really struggling to wrap the ball up, which is giving Counties players the ability to offload and keep the ball alive. They're able to wrap that ball up, might be able to slow the play down and slow that attack.
Smalley it was with that first charge.
Come back.
It's gone through the legs of Totari, but it went backwards. So she comes back now. Dangerous runner, Totari. Oh, great pass. And there is a try for Alexis Thompson. She's in on the try-scoring action. Hasn't seen much ball in this match. The right winger for Counties Manukau, but she's on the score sheet there. And it is 50 points to nil. A half century's up.
Yeah, Alexis Thompson wrapping up the 50 points for the team. And this half has been dominated by that right fringe, with the likes of Maitua Fetarika getting 3 tries in this half, all down this right fringe. And the beautiful ball here from John Tautari to get it out wide to the likes of Alexis Thompson, who is great at finishing off, and she does exactly that for her team.
And again, it's Matua lining one up from wide out, honey.
And an even further attempt for Kere there. It's not getting any easier for her.
She's got to go back and tell her team, score the next one under the post, please. Give me a break. And you know what they're saying right now? Hey, let's get the next one in the corner. Let's get the next one in the corner. Keep it from kicking wide out.
She's had a number of attempts, obviously, but and she's definitely got the distance in her. It's probably just the accuracy in trying to get it.
Well, she's determined too. She's going through a very, strict routine each time. She's not lacking in goal kicking effort, that's for sure. It's going to go short as well. Well, the next time Daryl Halligan's over here, he needs to spend some time with Matua, because I'm sure he can make a champion out of her. 50 points to nil, the score remains. Thompson on the score sheet for Counties Manukau. Well, where's the next attack coming from Counties Manukau?
Go early.
Tough day for the Canterbury women's team here. Good chase, good tackle coming in from Tanya Ripley. Number 2 there on the left wing for Canterbury. Tough. Some good footwork coming through here. The offload was almost a beauty, and it's a real mistake from Counties Manukau. It's going to give Canterbury their first set in a while, actually.
Yes, it will be their first set in a while, and probably Aisha Smalley there, another great player, Kiwi Fern, and it was actually a great run from her, some amazing footwork. She's another player that started out in the centres, and she's got some real speed behind her. Would have been good to see her just probably take that tackle and then see what they have out the left fringe of the Counties team. We haven't had the ball that often.
Yeah, Smalley, one of the players, of course, has played for the Warriors women's team the last 2 years, but won't be playing this time. Now did that go forward from Fon Moa? Referee says play on. Now it goes to Powell.
To me.
That was a
Here,
big tackle
19,
on
go.
Powell.
You're good, you're good.
Canterbury look like they've got a bit more urgency this time.
Away.
Tell you what, there's urgency in the defence too.
Tackle 2. Slow play the ball.
Knowing all about that tackle is Whakanusila Tapu. And Counties Manukau have got the ball.
Pow! 0.
You see the likes of Alicia Fonmua that's joined the Canterbury side, and she is also an ex-Kiwi Fern, playing in the 2008 World Cup, first making the Kiwi Ferns at 17 years old. She's been playing rugby league for quite some time, took some time off to have her children, came up through the boys' grades and talked about when she was 12 writing a letter to the Prime Minister that girls should be allowed to play league for longer.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's a great story, Manu. Barker.
Tackle 1,
The
move.
first contact from those Counties defenders was excellent. Well, they come again, the Canterbury team. Liamu
All the
Tuiloma.
way, tackle 2. Move now.
Water, good tackle from her.
She's
Again,
locked in,
ensures the
she's
play the
locked
ball is
in.
very slow. Gives her team plenty of time to get
Coming
back
late,
into
Crystal.
defence. Now Manu.
All the way, tackle 3. Hold.
Kawasa Pawaraisa. Dummy half again. When it comes to Fonmoa. Now Wong. Chance for her to stretch her legs into the line. But again, an excellent defensive play coming in that time from Totari.
Tackle 4. Up here.
Drives the Canterbury player back. Fonmoa. Canterbury with their last play here.
Hold here.
The set Alatasi Manu. kick's got to be nice and accurate. Maybe a chase here from Kaylee. Good weight on that kick. It's, in fact, just a touch strong, so back to the 20.
It was a good set from Canterbury, and you can see the injection of Von Muller and what she's offered the team already in terms of direction. She seems to be linking really well with the other half, and Taryn Kaylee.
So Stowers to take the first tackle for Counties Manukau with 10 minutes left in this game. Here's Matua getting into things. Goal kicking hasn't been that successful, but the general play around the field's been excellent, no doubt about it. Good strong run to the line. Barker wrestling that Counties player to the deck. Water off the quick play, the ball again. Stowers. Kaylee with a good tackle.
21, move! Marcus a square now.
She's got a good roll on here as Smalley hits the line nice and hard. Plenty of green pasture in front of her. Good tackle though coming in from
Release 12.
Uruwaka Crow, sealing the ball off.
Tackle
The
4.
offload couldn't come that time. Here's a gap up the centre. Good strong offload that time. It's been beautifully captured there by Totari. And there is a try. Another try to Counties. Again, it's Pahukani who's gone in for her hat-trick. And again, the execution was first class.
Yeah, first class, especially from the half out on that side. Again, we spoke about it earlier, John Sal, Totari, her ability to draw players in, to set up play. I mean, her game management is excellent, and she makes things like that look so easy when she sets up tries like that.
Unfortunately for Matua, it's another try in the corner. But the shift here was very good. And to keep the ball alive there, Brighter did a great job, and that was how the space was created, as he touched on. So Pahu Kani, 3 tries to her. So 2 players have hat-tricks now. Federica and Pahukani.
Yes.
Matua is not, just see in the foreground there, she's got an ankle or maybe a leg injury there. So we've got a changing kicker, and this is Wira Kohu. 54-0, so Brighter it was in fact with that conversion attempt. 54-0, still no luck, and Matu is going to have to, looks like her day might be done.
Yeah, I think she took some heavy contact actually in back play there in the tackle just before this try was given, and so they'll probably take her off and look at concussion testing there for her.
Well, it looks like it could be a shoulder injury, in fact. It's tough to determine actually what is either jaw or somewhere around there. Matua does not look happy at all.
Don't go early.
So 7 tries in the first half for Counties
Zoe, don't go
Manukau
early.
and 6 now in the second.
Play on. Off the foot. Thanks, Daryl.
Kohu hits the line. Good tackle
Move,
coming
tackle
in
1, here.
from her opposite
Go,
number,
everybody's on.
Vinyami
Play on.
Tuiloma. Good strong run coming in this time for Counties from Anissa Biddle. Big, strong runner, isn't she, with excellent footwork.
Oh, that was a great run from Anissa Biddle, who is on debut. She's the baby of the team, only 18 years old, still attending Sir Edmund Hillary College. Great,
Wow.
great start for her.
And she plays at the Otahu Leopards and Smalley.
Down to the ruck. All the way now. Tackle 3.
Yeah, Biddle looked great there, didn't she? Some explosive power. Totari. Now Amber Carney hits the line. Now it comes to Carney. It's Pahukani. Cut back. You're going to have to watch her, Carney, all the way. Yes, 4th try for Pahukani. All of them have been terrific.
Yeah, great solo effort from Pahukani there. She got the long ball out wide off Amber Carney, which was a great ball, but she had to use she had to still do a lot of work, actually, really, to find that space, and she comes in field, and in fact, she comes right in field there, finding space, and Canterbury just probably being guilty of not covering space and not getting across to cover those inside channels.
Absolutely, and counties have exploited those every time.
You see here the great long ball from Amber Carney, some footwork on her two outsides, and then she just finds space. She heads right in field, a good decent 20-30 metres in field, and is able to get over the line.
And of course, Justice Matua is off the field with an injury. They finally score one near enough to the posts.
And another change of kickers. Now we have Kararaina Wirakohu having a go at this.
Well, you rated her as a goal kicker.
I do.
So she's actually got the easiest attempt of the afternoon in this game.
You can see there the wind is still a factor in the game.
Just over 4 minutes left, don't forget. Let's remind you, we have our second match of the doubleheader coming up. And it's been waved away as well, so a horrible day with the goal kicking for Counties Manukau, but the score is very kind to them. 58 points to nil, 14 tries to nil, and just under 4 to play. We've got the men's game coming up at 4 o'clock, remember? Counties Manukau Stingrays up against Canterbury, and it'll be a Counties Manukau double today. This Canterbury men's team fire up. Have been more than useful the last few years under the leadership of their coach Andrew Matangi, and their captain Alex Todd, who's back for another campaign, the front rower. That one kicking off 4 o'clock. Hope you can stay with us here on Sky Sport 4. This time with the kickoff.
Play on!
Wong on the bouncy castle.
Release! 13, move now! Me! Stand and play.
3 minutes to go, reminding you 35-minute halves. Here's Biddle again. She is proving an absolute handful, her second run, and it's another gem, Fetterica.
One, move now!
Well, you wouldn't count out counties from posting more tries yet if they get the ball into Biddle's hands.
Ball's good.
There's Smalley.
Release in there!
13 metres out, still 3 tackles
Hold,
left.
go. Tackle 3.
Got points every single time. They haven't pushed up on that right-hand side. Now Biddle gives it to Federica. And Federica, is she going to score her 4th try? She has. 62-0. Maitua Federica. Happy days.
I'd be smiling with 4 tries. That's a great team effort on that try, and it starts off right from the beginning there. You saw the likes of Harata Butler bump off not 1 but 2 but 3 players from the first tackle, and then it's just all the polish on the end here that you're seeing these outside players. Really impressive with the debut player here, Anessa Biddle. I think she's been really effective in the moment she's been on, and as we know, Maitua Federica, she actually attempted to take that try and a little bit closer for her kicker.
Who is going to be Wirakohu again. But the result is the same, so 62-0. A great try there for Federica, her 4th. And you're right about Biddle. Gee whiz, I think she's touched the ball 3 times, and she's been a very impressive figure in this game, the 18-year-old. Good to see her given a run in the second half by Greg Selwyn.
Yeah, she's a great talent coming through the system there, and you see the trainer on the field there, Leah Witahira, with the Counties Manukau team, ex-Kiwi Fern, amazing player in her day, and it's awesome to see the likes of her giving back to the game.
Well, we're inside the last minute now, and it's been a tough afternoon for the home team. Sometimes full-time can't come quick enough. It's probably one of those days for Canterbury. The Counties do have time for one more try, and I don't doubt they'll try to score one. Here they go. Here's a big burst by Federica. 30 metres out. Body's on the line there. Federica with a powerful run. Here's Rota. I want to spin it. The Stowers with 20 seconds left. And Bakani.
All the way, 7-8 move.
Maybe 2 plays left as the ball squirts loose, and it's going to be a Counties Manukau penalty. There will be one more play. Can Counties finish with another try, which will be their 16th of the game as Rota. They look hungry. Rota's going to do it on her own and score her second try. Bit more salt in the wound there for Canterbury. 66-0.
And who better to finish off the game with the last try on her birthday as captain Crystal Rota. I mean, she has been the gel to this team today, leading them around, her ability to offload, her ability to set up play, and she's a great leader in herself, and she'll be super proud of her ladies and their performance today.
16 tries, only 1 conversion, and it was the first try that was converted. They've scored 9 tries in the second half, only none of them have been converted.
Just the skill there. Yeah.
Being created.
She puts defenders in 2 minds, constantly running with ball in 2 hands. It's a great try really from Crystal Rota.
So it looks like Smalley's going to attempt this one. But Counties Manukau, who are chasing their 11th national title in a row, have started off in perfect fashion. So Ashley Smalley not going to go over either. But it doesn't matter, of course, as Counties Manukau Stingrays have run away with this clash. And convincing winners, 16 tries to 0, 66 to 0. So it was 30 points to 0 at half-time. And Federica, 4 tries in the second half. Pahukani finished with a hat-trick, 2 of hers coming in the second half. Crystal Rota was the only other player to have scored 2 or more tries, but happy days for this stacked Counties Manukau Stingrays team with 6 Kiwi Ferns players, a number of Māori All-Stars players in their lineup as well. And boy, have they set the benchmark right from the outset in this Sky Sport National Women's Premiership competition, which also features Mid-Central and Akarana, who will see play each other tomorrow at Bruce Pullman Park in Takanini. Don't forget, we'll be having a men's match here between Counties Manukau and Canterbury at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And we're looking forward to that. Very interesting lineup for the Counties Manukau Stingrays team with several players coming back from Australia due to the COVID-19 situation, which curtailed Queensland and New South Wales Cup matches earlier on in the season. Don't forget, at just before 6, the Broncos and the Warriors in the NRLW Championship match. First game for the Warriors this season. All right, let's head down back to Honey on the field now. She's got the Counties Manukau captain with her.
Crystal Rota, firstly, happy birthday for today. Give us your initial thoughts on today's game.
I think today's game, despite the score, was a tough one. The heat doesn't help down here and it's really windy, so kicks were going all over the place, but I'm proud of the girls today and I'm glad that Canterbury gave us a good game today.
Yeah, excellent performance from Counties women's team. It's been a tough year. What did it mean for you guys to get out on the field today?
Oh, it meant a lot. Obviously, we've been in lockdown up in Auckland, so we haven't been able to do a whole lot, and we weren't even able to train. You know, training in pods of 10 always makes things difficult when it's a team sport, so it means a lot for us to finally be able to get out here and have a game against Canterbury today.
Yep, you had a couple of debutants out there. Who were some of the standouts for you?
I think all our debutants played well. Pahu got, I think, maybe 4 tries, so she was outstanding today. And Cappy and Ness, they come on towards the end of the game and gave us a bit of oomph. So, yeah, they did well. And, I'm not sure who else there is. I hope I haven't left anyone else out because I know that there was 4. No, actually, the other girl didn't play today, so, yeah.
Yep. Looking through to next week's game, what is one of the work-ons you want to look at?
Next week's game, I guess we just want to continue forward with what we started today. It's our first game together, obviously, and we haven't really been able to train so much together. So next week, I hope we just move forward with what we've already started and just progress from where we were today.
Congratulations on a great game today.
Thanks, Hans.
So thanks to Rorta. Let's get some reaction now from the losing captain or co-captain of this Canterbury team, back to Honey.
Kia ora, Fleur. Disappointing game for you guys today, but there was a lot of good things that happened out there. Tell me what do you think went well for you guys?
I think there were some individual good tackles and things, but as a team, you know, there's clearly a lot we can work on as a team, which is fine. We know we can work on those things, you know. We have them, we can do them at training, just putting them into a game.
Yeah, really outstanding play from Lupe Manu today. For us, we thought she was a huge standout. And your thoughts on Lupe?
She's a really strong runner, tough to get her down. So once she's got ball in hand, yeah, as I said, tough to get down. Just needs to, maybe we need to get her involved a little bit more.
You had a couple of debutants out there today. What were some of the comms that you gave them in order to prepare for this game?
Just relax. It's a game of league, enjoy it, have fun. That's the main thing. Just, you know, don't stress about things. Game of league.
Absolutely, love it. All the best for next week's game.
Cheers, thanks, honey. Cheers.
All right, Fleur Barker with her thoughts on the match. Tough day for that Canterbury team, but they'll be back to fight another day. Hopefully that day will be next week. Now, 2 try scorers, or 2 players in this county's Manukau team had a field day today. They both scored 4 tries each. Maitua Federica and Pahu Kani. Let's get back to Honey.
Come real close together. Maitua and Pahu, congratulations first on the game. And 4 tries, you both bagged each. How did that feel for you, Maitua?
Praise and glory to God, but I think it's just good to be out here. I think it's been like a month now since we've all been out on the footy field, so it's just good to be out on the field again with the county girls.
And Pahu, you're on debut today. Did you ever think you were going to score 4 tries on your debut?
Not at all, but the team set me up, put me in good position, so it was great.
Looking into next week, what do you think you guys could work on?
I think we're just going to go back to our basic, go back to our kicking game, more of our forwards, just our tip-off and just going back to our basics and training hard for our next game.
Oh, congratulations to both of you on an amazing performance today.
Thank you.
Honey.
Yeah, great day for that right edge for counties. Federica getting 4 in the left too with Kani as well. So a 16 try romp here for counties Manukau. They win the women's match by 66 points to 0. Not too far away though, we've got the clash between the 2 men's teams. That one's starting at 4 o'clock. We hope you can join us then. Canterbury against Counties Manukau coming up here on Sky Sport 4.